Hello and welcome back to another video. My name is Indy, and if you're new here, I make videos on sim racing and in the real world of motorsports. And today we're back on Gran Turismo Sport for the first time in a while, actually making a video on it. And this is going to be kind of just a one-off race. We have two races here, and they are both from a lobby session that I have actually been a part of, and it's going to be basically we just took out some Lamborghini LP700. Not exactly sure what they specifically are, but we just put them on the Red Bull Ring and see what happens if a bunch of people were to just take out their Lamborghinis. And the results are very entertaining, as you can already see somebody going off in turn one with some contact. And let me tell you firsthand, these brakes on these cars are just ridiculously bad. Like, the thing would not stop whatsoever. But we got the lead here in turn one, and we're actually going to hold on to the lead quite a bit. And we're still leading, as you can see somebody in the background complaining about braking points. But we're actually going to lose the lead there. And the boost was on weak, I believe, but it did keep everybody very close together. And the pace difference in qualifying was actually quite drastic, as I was relatively quick, but I could not touch the guy who was on pole, which I think was ARC Chris. But we are side by side here, and we are going to hang on into second place, not able to get the move done now, coming into the final corner. And disclaimer, the lines you will see in this race are just absolutely atrocious, as you can see, coming off the final corner. You can see what the lines we were all taking, and it's fair play, as there was no track limits on, and that guy going a bit too wide in front of us, and that's going to allow us actually to take the lead here coming on to lap 3. These are two 20-minute races. We are going to cut them down quite a lot, and you can see that line by ARC Chris. He was very quick in these cars in qualifying. He was about half a second to 0.6 quicker than me per lap without the boost on. But we are going to try and go back up its inside, and as you can see, we're slowing the thing down quite a lot. Somebody's going to go for a big move there, luckily ghosted. And as you can see, that is the line through there that I was using. Some other people were using as well. And I thought it was the fastest way around, but maybe not. But we're going to come down into here on the brakes. And as you can see, we're just going to get completely... There's a bunch of contact there, as nobody knew how to brake, and we get a bit of a shove, and we're going to lose maybe 2 positions here, but we are going to brake early. Those two guys not going to, and they're going to drive each other off the track, and we're going to hang on into second place here. So we are going to skip ahead, coming to the end of lap 5, coming down the last straight. We've caught back up the ARC course. We're going to look to the inside. We're going to back out of it, try and avoid any contact that was going to be made. Now hard on the brakes through the final corner, and we're going to see if we can get a run on him. We got a bit of a run, and we're going to see what we can get done here on ARC Chris. We're going to go to the inside, and we're going to see if we can outbrake him in turn 1. We actually do, and we were using the handbrake a bit, actually. We tried it halfway through this race to see if we could get some rotation, because this car is just 4-wheel drive, and it just doesn't want to turn whatsoever. And it just pushes really bad, so we were trying the handbrake to see if it helped. But as you can see, we're still side by side, and he's going to turn in on us just a bit. No harm there, but we are going to actually go up to the lead here on lap 6. And as you can see, there's just a pack of Lamborghinis pretty much everywhere. And this is just one of those fun races where there's nothing really for stakes except for some bragging rights. But that guy is going to lose his braking point by a lot, and luckily we don't get taken out, as we saw it coming in our rearview mirror. But here we are going to skip out, and we're leading now coming into turn 1. We get on the handbrake, clip the curb, and we're going to go into the wall hard, and we're going to end up spinning out. And as you can hear in the live comm, I made a bit of a mistake and looked pretty silly about it, but we are back now running again. So we are going to skip ahead here now, coming down into turn 1. We're going to see if we can make our way back through. And there's a bunch of contact there. And as you can see, there's just a cluster of Lamborghinis as they're 4 wide in front of me. I really have nowhere to go. It's literally bumper cars in front of us, as somebody says in the live comm. But we're going to go to the outside here. We're going to see if we can get a pass and actually make some positions up. We're going to go in deep. A couple people run in wide. And up into 6th, and now we're going to see if we can get the run on 5th place, see if we can hang it around the outside. I was wary about this move, as I was not sure that if we were just going to get punted off, but we are going to be able to hang it around the outside and go up into 5th place. So we are coming back to the front. And somebody had a bit of a off track there on the grass. There's some more contact in front of it. We're going to go to the inside. We're going to grab 4th here, maybe 3rd coming up into this last corner. And we are going to get it made and stuck there in 3rd. And now chasing down X Chewy in front of us. And ARC Chris cuts the corner very much and actually going to get the spot on us. So fair play to him for that move. But we're in the draft now. So we've gone from 9th back up to 4th. As you can see in the top right, the Lamborghinis and the ones in front of us there, all the paint is already gone off all of them. So we do get an okay run off the corner. We're actually going to go side by side with ARC Chris, seeing if we can maybe get the move done. We are going to have to back out of it. And now coming up into here, we're going to see if we can maybe look to the inside if they run wide. The 2 leaders actually are going to go wide. And once again, it is ARC Chris at the front and us back up into 2nd. So the order has sorted itself out, but Chewy makes a bit of contact there on our inside. He's going to go deep on the brakes into the corner. We'll see if he actually makes the corner. And we get absolutely punted off here, as once again the Red Bull car, a Red Bull liveried car, is just going to completely take us out. So that's going to put us down into 8th place here on lap 9. So we are going to see if we can maybe get something done here. Mark right in front of us, and absolutely taking him out is Oath. And that is a huge crash in front of us. And we are going to skip ahead here, and we're in 5th place. And this is a completely unrelated incident, as now coming down into this corner, we're going to get absolutely taken out again, this time by Mark. And we're going to go down into 8th place there. We're actually probably going to lose 9th here, as we're going to come onto the track and we're going to ghost, and he's going to go straight through us. So right now we're up into 7th place here on lap 12 with just over a couple minutes, just over 1 minute to go. So this is going to be the last lap of the race. And we're in 7th place now, coming on to the last lap of the race. So we are going to go off board here and see if we can actually make any positions up and maybe come away with a good finish here. So we're in 7th place, and now we're going to come up, we're going to go around the outside of Mark, see if we can get the run on the straight. We are going to get it done. He's going to let us in, as he felt kind of bad after punting us off. So that's going to be 6th place. We're going to see if we can avoid the carnage here and make up any more spots. As you can see, they're already beating and banging at the front, and Cy Boyle is going to completely miss the corner. We're just going to drive around the outside, and we're going to hang it up, or up into 5th place now, as we have a bit of a run here. But there's still 4 cars in front of us, as ARC Chris is actually leading the pack. And now the other yellow Lamborghini right in front of us in 4th. Now coming through this right-hander now. We're going to come up now into the double left-handers. And we're still in 5th place, but we are going to see in front of us as Chewy's going to drive off the track there. And that is going to allow us up into 4th place. So at this point, we're realizing we might actually have a shot at this podium. We're going to see if we can get the move done. ARC Chris has pretty much got this one in the bag, unless somebody makes a miraculous run on him. But we got a run on the red car there, and we're up into 3rd place now. And through the final corner, are we going to be able to pull off 2nd? We're going to abuse it as much as we can, side by side, coming off the corner. There's some contact, and as you can hear in the background, it congratulating me on the move. What a move that was. Actually, we pulled it off, and that is going to give us 2nd place in this one. So at the end of the first race, we actually were running very good. So we are going to now skip ahead on to race number 2. So for the second race here, it is reverse grid, so we are starting at the back here, and we're going to see if we can get this one pulled off from the back of the grid. The grid size has dropped down to 8 cars here for this one. And we're going to see if we can get a good start. Not the best start, but pretty much equal to everybody around us. But you can see these cars, they're very fast in a straight line, as they're just made to basically drive. They're street cars with some racing tires on them, so they don't drive very well. I did play with the setup a little bit, trying to get it to drive, and there's some contact there. And we're already up into 7th place here. We're going to look to the inside of Hazy, and we are going to back out of it, but he goes way deep on the brakes and is going to collect a couple people with him. So we're going to go from 7th up into 5th here now, coming off the corner. So we're going to see if we can make up some more spots here, and somebody actually has accidentally quitted from the race, or backed out from the race, so that's going to put us down into 5th, and nearly having a run on Mark there, as he made a huge mistake in front of us, and he actually made some contact there. Had we been able to get by him, and now 3 wide through the corner, we're gonna have to back out of it, as we're side by side with Chewy now down into the left-hander, and he is gonna be able to pull the move, but he's not going to get a great exit, as we are right there. But that other yellow Lamborghini is right on top of us. We're behind Mark, and now Chewy's going to the inside, and somebody complaining about my line through there. But now Chewy right in front of us, and we're going to see if we can actually make some more headway, as we only really made up 2 spots there on the opening lap. Not as much as we would have liked, but there's already somebody making a big mistake in turn 1. We're running right up near that wall, trying to get the best possible exit down the straight. We're side by side for 4th. Hopefully we can maybe get this spot, but it does not look like Mark's actually going to back out. We're going to go slightly deeper on the brakes and see if we can get the drive around, but we're going to go for the over-under, and it's going to work. And now we are up into 4th place here. Now skipping ahead some more, we're going to go way deep and actually pull it off in turn 1, and that's going to put us up in 2nd place. And now we do have a bit of a chance to maybe run around the outside of Cyboil for the lead here on lap number 3. The Red Bull Lamborghini is going to come back to us. He's on the outside. He is going to back out of it, and now we have the inside, and that's going to be the clean move. But we are going to go deep and see if it works. So actually, probably should have just stayed on the track there. Probably would have been quicker, but we're skipping ahead to lap 7. Now, we've had a pretty good battle with Cyboil, actually. And now coming through the final corners, we're going to see if we can maybe make it stick this time. And we have the inside line, and we are going to be able to slide in front of him, and that is going to be the move stuck. But he does have the slipstream and is going to get a nice little run onto us, and we're going to take a look back at him, see what he's actually going to do. But we do end up hanging on to that. So skipping ahead onto lap 9, another person has been disconnected, so down to just 6 Lamborghinis on the track, and we're going to take a huge punt from behind, and that's going to put us way back into the bottom of the field, as actually only losing 2 spots, but it was a pretty big punt, as the field has definitely started to spread out here in this one more than the other one. But we do have plenty of time here with just over around, I think, 6 minutes to get the job done. Now skipping with just 4 minutes to go here, we're hanging out in 4th place, but we have caught down the 2 leaders, and we're going to get a nice little run around the outside using way more track than the Red Bull driver, and it is going to work, as now we are up into 3rd place here. Now chasing Mark once again in that orange Lamborghini. We're going to look to the inside, as we're going to go way late on the brakes, and Cyboil goes way deeper than we do. And now, using that little access road, which is pretty much our favorite road on the track, as it's paved, so it's fair play. And we're going to look to the inside here. Mark's going to dive it down way on our inside, and he's actually going to make it stick this time. But we are going to go around the outside and be able to hang on to the position, but he did not take us out that time, so fair play to him. But now, seeing if we can chase down Smalley and Chewy, and we are going to skip ahead here. This is basically coming on to the final lap of the race. We're going to go down to the final corner, and we're going to run side by side, seeing if we can get the move actually pulled off. But Chewy's going to come back to us, and we make a accidental bit of contact with Smalley, and that is going to put us up into 2nd place here on the last lap of the race. And we're going to see if we can maybe get a chance at Chewy for the race win. He slows down way more than we do, but we don't see it in time and end up running into the back of him, and that's going to kill our momentum coming down into turn 2 and then into turn 3 here, as on this track this counts as turn 2, but it's kind of spread out at the front, so we're going to see if we can maybe put the car on the top step of the podium here, running ever so wide, looking for that traction off the corner. It's not going to work, actually, as we lose a bit of time to Chewy, as he got a very good launch off the corner this time. Now coming through here, hard on the brakes now, down into this off-camber right-hander, using all that curb on the inside, trying to get the run out, and once again we run into the back of him after we had a run. So just with a couple corners now to go, not very many overtaking opportunities, but we're going to see if we can get it done through the left-hander. Chewy runs a bit wide. He's going to open the door on the inside. We're going to see if we can hang on to it, and we are going to be able to pull it off cleanly. So now up into the lead here on the final lap with just 2 corners to negotiate here, and we're going to see if we can hold on to the win. Through the first right-hander, we're going to take our normal line, actually not as wide as we could have been, now through the final corner, and we are going to hang on to win race 2 in these Lamborghinis. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, and please consider subscribing for more content. And I hope you enjoyed this video, as this sort of one-off lockdown league video, I guess. But in these Lamborghinis, they're quite fun to drive, but they were a handful. So once again, if you enjoyed, please hit the like button, support the channel as much as you can, comment below what kind of content you would like to see on this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.